It stands as a remembrance, but these days it is the center of controversy. We're talking about the Cenotaph. It's that large monument in Alamo Plaza in honor of the Texas revolutionaries who died in the battle in 1836. First, there was the controversy over whether to move the Cenotaph. That relocation has already been approved as part of the Alamo redesign plan. Now the debate has shifted to which direction the Cenotaph should face. Earlier this week, the city's Historic and Design Review Commission was supposed to talk about the latest design for the first phase of the Alamo project. Instead, the Cenotaph took center stage. The issue had to be tabled. Tiffany Huertas breaks down what happened and what comes next.
The insanity of moving the Cenotaph off Alamo grounds where the defenders of the Alamo fell is unbelievable.
This is just one of several people who spoke out during the city's Historic and Design Review Commission meeting earlier this week about the Alamo project.
And I'm asking you today not to pass this.
The board decided to table the item until after they were briefed on a pending lawsuit that the Tepilam-Coahuiltecan Nation filed against the Texas General Land Office, Alamo Trust, and the city of San Antonio. Tepilam believes the Alamo site is a cemetery where American Indians are buried, so it should be officially recognized as such. Despite that lawsuit, plans are moving forward.
The Historic Design Review Commission is considering the orientation of the Cenotaph. It's already been approved this can be relocated. We just need to know if the spirit of sacrifice is facing north and south. That's the only decision in front of them, plus landscaping and site design.
That's Douglas McDonald, the CEO of Alamo Trust.
And we think that it should continue to face the Alamo, which would mean that in the new location we just rotate the whole monument 180 degrees.
Douglas says the Cenotaph needs major repair work too.
So if we don't actually do this project, these pieces of granite are actually attached to a concrete frame inside them. And they are attached with aluminum rods that tie them in. And aluminum actually corrodes with concrete. And so those fasteners hold this exterior veneer on. Those fasteners will fail.
He says they also want to make some other changes on the monument.
We think every Alamo defender should be honored, and we have a lot of the names here, but there are 10 known defenders who are not here. During this week's meeting, architects presented some visuals of the entire Alamo redesign plan, including the Cenotaph. Well, the first phase is really exciting because it's the beginning of the restoration and repair of the Cenotaph, and it's to relocate it to within Alamo Plaza, about just from a couple hundred feet that way to 100 feet that way. But what does the entire plan look like? The plan includes the really reclaiming this site, closing Alamo Street, closing portions of Crockett Street. It includes the relocation of the Cenotaph. The plan also includes building a new museum on the west side of the property. And it also, importantly, and most importantly, it includes the preservation of the church and the long barrack, which are some of the oldest structures in Texas.
Douglas says phase 1 will begin with the street closures in late January 2020, and by fall 2020, phase 1 will be completed. Now, the commission is scheduled to meet on December 18th. We will have a link to the Alamo plan on ksat.com/news@9. Myra.